Hello, word workers! It is I, Miss Tan, your chief word worker, reporting for duty. This is the second part of our lesson on the APA 7th edition in-text citation. So today we shall identify the rules on the following: two or more works within the same parenthesis, two or more works by the same author or authors, specific parts of a source, classical works, and the use of ampersand. In some cases, there are several studies that you may come across and review that claim the same conclusions. In effect, you need to cite all of them. Oftentimes, it calls for a parenthetical citation. How should you do this? So the rule is that citations of two or more works within the same parenthesis should be listed alphabetically in the order they appear in the reference list. So alphabetically, it's James and Russell first, followed by Peters, and then Sanchez and Osborne. But what if you have to cite the same findings by one author, but the findings appear in different studies in different publication years? This citation implies that the Department of Foreign Affairs was cited for the works that were published in 2001 and in 2003. As for Osborne, the works cited were in 1990, 2006, and in press. So, trivia: when you see the word in press, that means the article has not been published yet, but it is ready to be cited. Works like this does not have a publication date yet. However, they have already been accepted for publication. Let us move to citing the specific parts of a source like chapters, pages, and others. Note that the word chapter is spelled out and it begins with a capital letter C. However, page is abbreviated and ends with a period, as in the following examples. Here is another rule. Take note. Para should end with a period, so it stands for paragraph. The next set of rules on classical works may not be very common to research writing, but it is still very useful in academic writing like reflections and other narratives. When a date of publication is inapplicable, such as for some very old works, cite the year of the translation you used, denoted by the word trans and then followed by a period, or the year of the version you used. For religious works, identify in the first citation in the text the version you used. Use the systematic number of the parts when referring to the specific part of the source. And here is a short note on the use of the word and the use of an ampersand. So they actually mean the same thing. And the ampersand is read as end. So in separating two authors. Precede the final name in a multiple author citation in writing text by the word end, as in the word end, such as the example. So when you say running text, it means that the authors are directly cited and their last names are outside the parenthesis. Again, take note, if it's outside the parenthesis, you have to use the word end. In parenthetical material, on the other hand, join the names by an ampersand. So Sanchez and Osborne has been cited again, but since they are inside the parenthesis or the last names are in the parenthesis, please use the symbol ampersand, which denotes the same thing. It's and. So this marks the end of this two-part lesson series on in-text citation using the APA 7th edition. As a recap, we were able to identify the rules of the following: two or more works within the same parenthesis, two or more works by the same author or authors, specific parts of a source, classical works, and the use of ampersand. It has been a fruitful discussion with y'all. This has been Miss Tan, your keyboard worker, and I will see you next time. Stay in school!